I'm here in Rome at the Colosseum, where many Christians suffered for their faith in Christ, and they died because they believed in Jesus and they refused to deny Him. And one of the reasons they had such strength, and I can't imagine having to face lions and wild beasts who would come and feed on you because you simply believed in Jesus, and they were fed to these lions and these beasts during those days, and they suffered so greatly. But there was one thing that they knew. They knew that God would be with them in the midst of the suffering. You see, in Matthew chapter 1, it talks about Mary and how as a virgin she would bear a child, and that child's name would be called Immanuel. And Immanuel means God is with us. And when you know that God is with you, you can face lions. You can face the worst of circumstances in life if you know that God is with you. And if God be for you, who then can be against you? You will be an overcomer. And just as people here 2,000 years ago faced great suffering, and because they believed in Jesus and they followed Him, they were able to overcome, and they were able to be victorious because of their faith, because they knew that God would be with Him. One of the favorite places I love to visit is the nation of Romania. And a number of years ago, Christians had suffered for their faith in Romania for many years. And then there was a terrible thing that happened, a great tragedy. Christians were killed when a pastor was to be arrested, and Christians gathered, and they gathered around in the main square of Timișoara, and 200,000 people, and one pastor began to stand and preach, and people began to shout and yell, Dumnezeu este cu noi, God is with us, God is with us. Why could they say that? Because they knew the one whose name is Immanuel, which means God is with us. Yes, just a few years ago in Romania, people experienced the God who is with us. 2,000 years ago here in this Colosseum, people who suffered and went through terrible things experienced the God who is with us. And His name is Jesus. Immanuel, God is with us. If you're going through something difficult in your life, if you're suffering, then would you just look to Jesus and trust Him? He will be Immanuel, God with you, and He will be with you no matter what you go through, what kind of suffering you're facing. God will be with you because His name is Immanuel.